Well, the government shutdown is now in day 16, and it's one of your top D.C. daily headlines for October 16th. President Trump cannot fire or lay off thousands of federal workers during this shutdown. The ruling by a federal judge called the layoffs illegal, politically motivated, and may have been done the wrong way. Well, thousands of federal employees right now are working without paychecks, including the air traffic controllers who are now working on partial pay. Active duty troops may miss their first paychecks ever starting at the end of the month if the shutdown continues. Now, there is expected to be another vote in the Senate today. They will be voting on the same bill that they've turned down multiple times, but also will be taking a look at voting on reopening the government piece by piece and department by department. President Trump cannot deploy the National Guard to Portland. A federal judge extending a ruling to block the deployment another 2 weeks until a higher court considers the White House appeal at the end of the month. The president says he's now considering deploying troops to San Francisco, something the city's mayor says is not needed or wanted. You will no longer see reporting on the Pentagon that hasn't been pre-approved by the government first. Nearly the entire Pentagon press corps, including Fox News, Newsmax, NBC, and the Washington Post, refused to sign Secretary Hegseth's Pentagon Pledge. Only one outlet signed the pledge to only publish government-approved reporting of even unclassified information or face criminal prosecution, much like state-run media in China and Russia. The pledge ultimatum to agree or leave ended with the Pentagon reporters turning in their badges Wednesday afternoon. Secretary Hegseth says the rules are common sense and needed to regulate a, quote, very disruptive press. The Pentagon Press Association calling it a, quote, dark day for press freedom and weakening U.S. commitment to freedom of speech for all. President Trump is now looking to give Argentina a $40 billion bailout, but only if the far-right libertarian president wins the election on October 26. The president saying, quote, I'm with this man because his philosophy is correct, but also says the U.S. won't waste our time if he's not elected. The $40 billion bailout is now double the president's initial promise of $20 billion, and President Trump says the bailout is not politically motivated, but it is meant to, quote, help our neighbors.